Students, today I am going to teach you the topic of the chapter Basic Concept in Geometry. First topic is line segment. What is meant by line segment? Suppose you have to given 2 points A and B. Then the points A and point B and all the points between the points A and B, suppose P, Q, R, S, T are all these points. The union of all the points A and B and the points in between the points A and B is called as the line segment. That is, it is the union set of points A, point B, and all the points between A and B, and this set is called as the line segment. Union set of the points A and B and all the points between these points A and B is called as the line segment. Then this line segment is also denoted as segment or written as segment AB, or shortly it can be written as segment AB. And these points A and B, points A and B are called as the end points of segment AB. That is, A and B, these are the end points of the segment AB. And then length of the line segment. Length of line segment. What is the length of line segment? Then the distance between the end points of segment or line segment is called as the length of line segment. That is, suppose the distance between these 2 points A and B is 5 centimeter, then length of this line segment is 5 centimeter, and it is denoted as length of AB or distance AB or simply AB, and that is called as the length of the line segment. That is, the distance between the end points of the line segment is called as the length of the line segment. Then next topic is ray, and for particular ray we can write here ray AB. What is meant by ray AB? The union set of all the points on segment AB. Suppose you have to given this is the segment AB, and suppose point P is on the segment AB such that A dash B dash P, then the union set of all the points on segment AB and the points P is called as the ray AB. Union set of all points on segment AB and the point P such that A dash B dash P, then it is called as ray AB. Suppose this is the segment AB and union set of all the points on the segment AB, and suppose P is any point on the segment AB such that A dash B dash P, that is B is in between the points A and P, then union set of all the points on the segment AB and the point P is called as the ray AB. And this point A is called as the origin or origin point of the ray AB. Then third point is line, or for particular we can write line AB. What is the line AB? Suppose this is the ray AB, its origin point is A, and suppose the ray AC whose origin point is also A, then the figure obtained is called as the line. That is, the union set of points on ray AB and opposite ray of ray AB is called as the line. That is, suppose point AB and AB is the ray and AC is also ray. AB, it is the having the origin point A, and ray AC having the origin point A. That means both ray AB and ray AC having same origin point, but they are in opposite direction. That means ray AB and ray AC are the opposite rays, and therefore union of two opposite rays having common end origin point is also called as line. That is, we can simply written as union set of two opposite rays having common origin point is also called as the line. That is, union of two opposite rays, ray AB and ray C, are opposite rays because their origin point is common but directions are different. Therefore, these rays are opposite rays, and the union set of these two opposite rays having common origin point is called as line. Next point is congruent segment. Two segments are said to be congruent when, suppose, segment AB having the length 5 cm and length of CD. Segment CD is also 5 cm. That means the length of both the segments are same, or therefore the segments are said to be the congruent segments. That is, the segments having equal lengths are called as congruent segment, and it can be denoted as segment AB congruent to segment CD. That means two segments are said to be congruent if their lengths are same. Suppose third segment is also given and its length is also same 5 cm, then we can write length segment AB congruent to segment CD congruent to segment PQ, because their length AB, length CD and length PQ are same, and therefore these segments are said to be the congruent segments. That is, the segments having equal lengths are called as congruent segments. Then next topic is properties of congruent segments. First property is reflexivity. What is reflexivity? Every segment is congruent to itself. Every segment is congruent to itself. Suppose segment AB is given, then segment AB is congruent to itself, that is AB. Therefore, segment AB congruent to segment AB, and this property is called as the reflexivity. Then next, second property is symmetry. It is for two segments. Suppose two segments are given. If segment AB is congruent to segment PQ, then we can write segment PQ is also congruent to segment AB. That is, if first segment is congruent to second, then second segment is also congruent to first. That is, first segment is congruent to second, then second is also congruent to first. This is the symmetry. And then third property is transitivity. Transitivity. It is for three segments, AB, CD and PQ. Suppose segment AB congruent to segment CD here, and segment CD is congruent to segment PQ, then we can write segment AB congruent to segment PQ. Here we take first segment AB, second segment CD, third segment is PQ. All these three have equal length. Therefore, if AB is congruent to CD, CD is congruent to PQ, then this AB is also congruent to PQ. That means if first segment is congruent to second and second segment is congruent to third segment, then we can write first segment and third segments are always congruent to each other. Then next topic is midpoint of segment. Suppose we have to give one AB is a segment and point M is in between the segment points A and B, A dash M dash B, such that the length of AM and length of MB are equal. That is, AM and MB are equal in length, AM congruent to MB, then this point M is called as midpoint of segment AB. When the point M is equidistant from the end points, that is A and B, AM and MB are congruent, then point M is equidistant from both the points A and B. Therefore, this point M is called as the midpoint, and therefore we can write the relation between them. Length of AM is equal to length of MB, and both the lengths are half of the length of segment, that is AB, and that is the relation between the segments. Next topic is comparison of the segments. Suppose two segments are given, AB having length 2 cm, PQ having length 4 cm. Then we can say that the length of PQ is greater than length of AB. Therefore, in geometry we can say that these two segments are compared by using the lengths, length of AB and length of PQ. Length of PQ is 2 and length of PQ is 4. That is, length AB 2 cm is less than 4. Therefore, length of AB less than length of PQ, and therefore we can write segment AB less than segment PQ. Or alternately, we can write as length of PQ is greater than length of AB. PQ, that is 4, is greater than 2. Therefore, we can write PQ greater than AB, and therefore we can write segment PQ greater than segment AB, and that is called as the comparison between the two segments according to their length. Then next topic is perpendicularity of segments or rays. What is perpendicularity and between the two segments? Suppose two segments are given, AB and CD. That is, if segment segment AB and segment CD are given, and point D is such that point D is on the segment AB and it makes an angle of 90 degree with the segment AB, then we can say that segment CD perpendicular to AB. CD is perpendicular to AB because the point on the segment CD makes an angle of 90 degree with the segment AB, and therefore we can write segment CD perpendicular to the segment AB. Similarly, we can write it as like this. Suppose this is the ray AB, then we can write segment CD perpendicular to the ray AB. Or suppose two rays are given like this, then we can write ray DC perpendicular to the ray AB. That is the perpendicularity of the segment or rays. And then last topic of the topic is distance of point from a line. Suppose again we take the line AB and we take suppose PQ perpendicular to the line AB. That means we take segment PQ perpendicular to the line AB. Point Q of the segment AB segment PQ is on the line AB. That means PQ perpendicular to the segment a line AB, and if the length of segment PQ is 5 centimeter, that is length of PQ is 5 centimeter and PQ is perpendicular to the line AB, then we can say that the distance of this point P from the line AB is 5 centimeter. Therefore, distance of point P from a line AB is equal to 5 centimeter. That is because point P is equidistant from the points on line AB, and therefore the distance of point P from the line AB is 5 centimeter. And this is about the topics to study before this practice set 1.2. In next video we will see the examples of practice set 1.2.